be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. A leper came to Jesus and kneeling down begged him and said, "If you wish, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, he stretched out his hand, touched him, and said to him, "I do will it, be made clean." The leprosy left him immediately, and he was made clean. Then, warning him sternly, he dismissed him at once. He said to him, "See that you tell no one anything, but go show yourself to the priest and offer for your cleansing what Moses prescribed. That will be proof for them." The man went away and began to publicize the whole matter. He spread the report abroad, so that it was impossible for Jesus to enter a town openly. He remained outside in deserted places, and people kept coming to him from everywhere. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, Wednesday is February 14th, right? And February 14th is? That's also Ash Wednesday. And it is also the day, we are told, it's the day 6 weeks, a month and a half from New Year's Day. February 14th is the day on which they say that 80% of people have given up on their New Year's resolutions. Now, that's 20% apparently haven't, which I think is pretty good news because I can't remember if I even made a resolution on New Year's. But those three things, keeping those three things in mind, Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, and the day of resolutions given up, it's an opportunity for us today to decide, or if you want to use spiritual kind of terms, to discern what it is that we will do on Valentine's Day, or what we will do for Lent. And we use the gospel as sort of like some help. We're going to allow the gospel to work on us and maybe get inside us so that we can decide or discern what it is that we might do for Valentine's Day or what we're going to do during Lent. The gospel. There's two little theme words. One would be touch, and the other would be distance. Now we're going to be thinking about these two in terms of Valentine's Day and what we're going to do during Lent, okay? Touch and distance. Touch. A leper was not permitted to touch anyone. A leper was not allowed to be touched. A leper could not touch anybody, and nobody was allowed to touch a leper. Out of touch, completely. The leper from anybody else from the leper. Out of touch. Anything come to mind yet that you can do on Valentine's Day, or that you can do during Lent? The other theme, what did I say was it? Did I say it was distance, or did I say approach? The distance? Okay, distance. The leper had to keep his distance from everybody else. And everybody else had to stay away from lepers. At a distance. Anything come to mind yet that you might do on Valentine's Day or that you might during Lent? Touch and distance. Notice in the gospel that Jesus and the leper both did something that they were not permitted to do. The leper came to Jesus. He approached Jesus. He was not allowed to do that. And did you notice that Jesus touched him? Jesus was not allowed to do that. They both did something that they were not supposed to do. Approaching someone from whom you've been at a distance. Think of anything to do on Valentine's Day yet? Or to do during Lent? And to allow yourself to be touched or to touch someone. Have you thought of anything that you could do on Valentine's Day or during Lent? Distance and touch. By Wednesday, we still have a couple more days to decide what we will do on Valentine's Day or during Lent. But please God, you'll also notice that from Ash Wednesday to Easter, by golly, there's 6 weeks. There's a month and a half. This year, the same distance from New Year's Day to 80% of resolutions forgotten. The same as the day of resolution until Easter. Would it be something if on Easter Sunday, which is April Fool's Day this year, April 1st, would it be something if on Easter we would not feel foolish? If we did not even remember what we said on Ash Wednesday we were going to try to do for 40 Sundays. Happy Lent to you. Happy Valentine's Day as well. Would you stand and we will profess our faith.